Facts, laws and reality explained. Have you ever wondered, are Jews actually allowed in Muslim countries? It's a question that sparks strong opinions. Some people believe Jews are completely banned across the Muslim world. Others say Jews and Muslims have lived together peacefully for centuries. So what's the truth? Is it illegal? Is it unsafe? Is it political? Or is it more complicated than the headlines suggest? Today, we're going beyond rumors and emotional narratives. We're looking at laws, history, and present-day realities to answer one important question. Are Jews allowed in Muslim countries? Let's break it down, factually, respectfully, and clearly. A look at history to understand today's situation. We first need context. For over 1,000 years, Jewish communities lived across the Middle East and North Africa, in places like Morocco, Iraq, Egypt, Yemen, Tunisia, and Iran. Under various Islamic empires, Jews were recognized as people of the book. They were generally allowed to practice their religion and govern their own community affairs, though they paid special taxes and had second-class status in many periods. Cities like Baghdad, Fez, and Cairo once had thriving Jewish populations. However, the 20th century changed everything. After the establishment of Israel in 1948 and the Arab-Israeli wars that followed, tensions rose dramatically. Large numbers of Jews left or were expelled from several Arab countries between 1948 and the 1970s. So when people ask whether Jews are allowed in Muslim countries, they're often thinking about this historical shift, but history alone doesn't answer the question about today. What do the laws actually say? Here's an important clarification. Most Muslim-majority countries do not have laws banning Jews as a religious group. Citizenship and entry laws in most countries are based on nationality, not religion. For example, many Muslim countries do not ask your religion when you apply for a tourist visa. They ask your passport nationality. However, there is an important distinction. Some Muslim-majority countries do not allow entry to Israeli passport holders due to political conflict, not because they are Jewish, but because they are Israeli nationals. That is a political policy, not a religious ban. On the other hand, countries like the United Arab Emirates, Morocco, Bahrain, and Turkey openly host Jewish visitors, businesses, and even synagogues. So legally speaking, the situation varies, but there is no blanket Muslim world ban on Jews as a religion. Where do Jewish communities still exist? You might be surprised to learn that Jewish communities still exist in some Muslim-majority countries today. Morocco has an officially recognized Jewish community and preserves Jewish heritage sites. Iran, despite political tensions with Israel, has one of the largest Jewish populations in the Middle East outside of Israel. Iranian Jews have parliamentary representation. Turkey also maintains synagogues and Jewish institutions. In countries like the UAE and Bahrain, Jewish communities have grown in recent years, especially after diplomatic normalization agreements with Israel. However, in many Arab countries, Jewish populations are now extremely small compared to their historical numbers. So while communities may be smaller, Jewish presence has not disappeared everywhere. Social reality versus legal reality. Now let's address something important. Just because something is legal does not always mean social attitudes are simple. In some Muslim-majority countries, public opinion toward Israel is strongly negative due to the ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict. That political tension can sometimes blur into social tension toward Jews, though many scholars and leaders emphasize the distinction between Judaism as a religion and political disagreements with Israel as a state. It's important not to generalize. The Muslim world includes more than 50 countries across different cultures, governments, and legal systems. The experience of a Jewish tourist in Morocco may be very different from the experience in another region. Reality depends heavily on country, context, and politics, not a single rule. Now let's address something important. Just because something is legal does not always mean social attitudes are simple. In some Muslim-majority countries, public opinion toward Israel is strongly negative due to the ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict. That political tension can sometimes blur into social tension toward Jews, though many scholars and leaders emphasize the distinction between Judaism as a religion and political disagreements with Israel as a state. It's important not to generalize. The Muslim world includes more than 50 countries across different cultures, governments, and legal systems. The experience of a Jewish tourist in Morocco may be very different from the experience in another region. Reality depends heavily on country, context, and politics, not a single rule. Common misconceptions. Let's clear up a few myths. Myth 1. All Muslim countries ban Jews. False. There is no universal religious ban across Muslim-majority nations. Myth 2. Jews cannot live openly in any Muslim country. Not accurate. Some countries have active Jewish communities and preserved synagogues. Myth 3. It's purely a religious conflict. The tension in many cases is political and national, particularly tied to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, not simply about religious identity. When discussing sensitive topics like this, nuance matters. Conclusion. A balanced perspective. So, are Jews allowed in Muslim countries? The honest answer is, in most cases, yes, legally speaking, though political and social realities vary widely from country to country. There is no single, Muslim world, policy. Each nation has its own laws, history, and political context. This topic is complex. It involves history, politics, religion, identity, and decades of conflict. And when conversations are emotional, facts matter even more. Examples of Muslim countries that accept Jewish communities. Several Muslim-majority countries allow Jewish visitors and, in some cases, maintain recognized Jewish communities. For example, Morocco has one of the most historically rooted Jewish communities in the Arab world and actively preserves Jewish heritage sites, synagogues, and cemeteries. The government officially recognizes the Jewish community as part of the nation's cultural identity. The United Arab Emirates has welcomed Jewish residents and tourists, especially after normalizing diplomatic relations with Israel in 2020. Synagogues operate openly, and Jewish community life has grown in recent years. In Bahrain, a small but long-standing Jewish community exists, and the country has publicly supported interfaith dialogue. Jewish citizens have even held public positions in the past. Turkey also maintains an established Jewish community with functioning synagogues, particularly in Istanbul, reflecting a history that dates back to the Ottoman era. Additionally, Iran has one of the largest Jewish populations in the Middle East outside of Israel, and the Jewish community is officially recognized under Iranian law, with reserved representation in parliament. The situation varies by country, but these examples show that Jewish presence is legally and socially recognized in several Muslim-majority nations. Call to action. If you found this video informative and balanced, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments, what surprised you most about this topic? And if there's another sensitive issue you'd like explored factually and respectfully, tell me below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.